The ships cut through the dark waters, their sails billowing like the souls of forgotten warriors. Marcus Theocritus stood at the helm, his eyes fixed on the horizon. He wasn't a man for speeches, never had been. Action spoke louder, and the great unknown beckoned like a challenge waiting to be met. The crew, a ragtag mix of philosophers, sailors, and dreamers, moved in silence. The only sounds were the creaking of the ship and the occasional flap of a sail in the wind. Marcus's hand tightened on the worn wood of the ship's wheel. The weight of their Odyssey bore down on them like the burden of a world yet discovered. Weeks turned into months, and the sea became a relentless companion, unyielding and vast. Storms tested the crew's mettle, but they pressed on, driven by an unspoken conviction. The world beyond the known was within reach, and Marcus sensed it in every marrow of his bones. Then, on a day when the sun hung low in the sky, a cry went up from the lookout. Land. A sight unseen by the Greeks or Romans before them. A new world awaited on the western edge of the endless expanse. The Native Americans stood on the shore, watching the approaching ships with a mix of curiosity and wariness. Chief Tecumseh, a figure of quiet strength, met Marcus on the shore. No grand gestures, just a nod that spoke volumes. The beginning of a conversation unspoken in words, but understood in the sacred language of humanity. The Greeks and Romans observed the intricate tapestry of Native American life. The rhythm of their agriculture, the harmony with the land. It was a stark contrast to the rigid order of the Old World. A silent exchange of glances told of the mutual respect growing between these disparate cultures. Communication posed a challenge, yet through interpreters who bridged the linguistic gap, a dialogue unfolded. It was a meeting of minds, an exchange of ideas as ancient as time itself. The Greeks and Romans brought the weight of history, the wisdom of philosophers, and the stories of gods and heroes. The Native Americans shared the secrets of the land, the spirituality of nature, and the bonds of community that held them together. In the dance of cultural exchange, a new world emerged. The melding of Greek and Native American architecture adorned the landscape, a reflection of unity in diversity. The people born of both worlds moved between the two with a grace that defied the turbulent seas that once separated them. The sun dipped low, casting long shadows across the meeting ground where both worlds converged. A gathering of minds, a collision of beliefs. Greek and Roman gods met the spirits that whispered through the winds and rustled the leaves. Chief Tecumseh, draped in the colors of the land, faced Marcus Theocritus, his demeanor as stoic as the ancient statues that adorned the temples in Rome. The air between them hummed with unspoken questions, the clash of two pantheons vying for acknowledgments. So your gods reside on the mountaintops, while ours dwell in every rock and stream. Tecma mused, his eyes scanning the landscape, as if seeking approval from the unseen forces around them. Marcus nodded, a silent acknowledgement. Olympus is where our gods reign supreme, overseeing the affairs of men, yet in this new world perhaps they find kinship with your spirits that breathe life into the earth. A Greek philosopher, clad in a toga adorned with symbols of both worlds, stepped forward. In our scrolls we have tales of mighty Zeus and wise Athena. Do your people have stories, Chief Tecumseh? The chief's eyes crinkled at the corners, a subtle smile playing on his lips. Our stories are woven into the very fabric of our existence. Each tree and river has a tale to tell. Our gods are not distant, they are an essence of life itself. A Roman priest draped in ceremonial robes joined the conversation. In Rome, our rituals and sacrifices appease the gods and ensure the Pax Romana. How do you favor with your spirits? The Native American medicine man, adorned with feathers and beads, spoke of ceremonies that harmonize with the cycles of nature. We honor the spirits through dance, song, and gratitude. Our sacrifices are not of blood, but of the time and respect we offer to the land. The Greek philosopher leaned in, his eyes gleaming with curiosity. Your gods seem intertwined with the very earth beneath your feet. Perhaps, in this union, we can find a harmony that transcends the ambitions of empires. Marcus Theocritus, a bridge between worlds, nodded. The gods may wear different faces, but their essence is universal. In understanding each other's beliefs, we may forge a unity that surpasses the boundaries of kin and creed. As the conversation unfolded, a subtle understanding emerged. The Greeks and Romans, with their pantheon of deities, found a resonance with the spirits that animated the natural world for the Native Americans. The exchange of ideas flowed like a river, weaving a tapestry of shared beliefs that spoke to the interconnectedness of all things. Under the vast canvas of the sky, the dialogue continued. A Roman soldier, his armor glittering in the fading sunlight, shared stories of duty and honor. A Native American warrior, adorned with painted symbols, spoke of the warrior spirit that danced with the winds. In this cultural exchange, a religion became a bridge rather than a barrier. The gods and spirits, once thought to be insurmountable dividers, became threads in a shared narrative. The people, born of different worlds, found common ground in the shared quest for understanding and harmony. As the sun set, casting a warm glow upon the gathering, the characters of two worlds stood together. The gods and spirits, silent witness to the dialogue of cultures, seemed to nod in approval. The exchange of ideas had laid the foundation for a new civilization, one that rose above the clamor of conquest and embraced the quiet power of shared beliefs. Trade routes crisscrossed the Atlantic, connecting the ancient empires and the newfound lands. The Mediterranean became a melting pot of cultures, a testament to the shared destiny forged by these pioneers of unity. The clash of swords gave way to harmony of ideas, and the world thrived on collaboration rather than conquest. The pioneers of unity, descendants of both Greek and Native Americans, became the bridge between worlds. Their stories, whispered by the wind and etched in the landscape, celebrated the fragile yet enduring balance between two cultures. As the sun set on this harmonious world, Marcus Theocritus stood on the shore, his eyes fixed on the horizon once more. The echoes of the Odyssey reverberated through time, a reminder that sometimes, in the face of the unknown, silence spoke louder than words, and actions painted a canvas of unity that stretched across a vast expanse of history.